The flotilla, including a nuclear-powered submarine, it is being tracked by U.S. Navy and Coast Guard ships as the Russian flotilla is heading to Cuba. And out front has obtained pictures. A passenger on a celebrity cruise line ship, look at this picture, off the coast of Florida took these pictures as the warships passed by. He says they were just a couple thousand feet away, and he saw U.S. ships and planes tracking them. The passenger telling us, quote, "I just happened to look outside and I saw one of the ships. So I went outside to investigate. I could see 6 ships at one time across the horizon. There have been ships in sight most of the day." I mean, just think about that. Most of the day, Russian warships next to a U.S. cruise ship. He adds, quote, "I was surprised how close they are. We are not that far offshore." Meantime, in Moscow, Russian state television is touting the deployment of the ships off the U.S. coast as tensions increase with the U.S. And Mاثيو is out front from Moscow tonight.
These are the first images of the Russian flotilla steaming towards Cuba, just 90 miles off the US coast. The Russian Defense Ministry says the strike group, including a nuclear-powered submarine, the Kazan, armed with modern Kaliber cruise missiles, is practicing the use of high-precision weapons. But it's really about Putin flexing his muscles on the international stage. Led by the flagship of Russia's northern fleet, the Admiral Gorshkov, which Russia's defense ministry says is normally equipped with latest Zircon hypersonic missiles. This is meant to deliver a powerful message to Washington. Russian state television has been celebrating the naval deployment, placing some of Russia's most powerful vessels in Cuban waters. The American media has been discussing the event, reports the Russian news anchor, claiming the Pentagon has no idea where our submarine is positioned. In fact, US officials are downplaying any threat, but Moscow has been signalling displeasure at Washington recently green-lighting Ukrainian attacks on Russian territory with US-supplied weapons. Speaking ahead of the Cuba naval visit, Vladimir Putin warned of a possible Russian response.
If they in the West supply weapons to the zone of combat operations and call for the use of these weapons against our territory, then why do we not have the right to do the same, to mirror these actions? I'm not ready to say that we will do it tomorrow, but we, of course, should think about it.
Elsewhere, Moscow has been stepping up tactical nuclear drills too, staging exercises with neighbouring Belarus near the Ukrainian border. Russian tactical nukes, delivered from either ground or air, can level entire cities, although the Kremlin insists it has no plans at this stage to use them.